Okay. Hi, friends. Welcome to our first Dream Team chat of March, and our only Dream Team chat this month. But we're excited to kick off this month and this season with a Dream Team chat that will kind of walk you through creating a business in bloom, which is the theme for tonight. We just, obviously it's springtime or it's about to be springtime. Finally, we're getting some warmer weather. Most people are getting warmer weather, and with spring comes the blooming of flowers and plants and just, beautiful colors. And uh, the spring has notoriously always been for us, even in business, a time to settle back in, try some new things in our business, get reacclimated to habits and figuring out schedules and just kind of like buckling up and kicking it into high gear. Plus, with the switch over to spring and summer catalog, traditionally, it's just always like a kickoff to excitement. And so we thought this theme would be appropriate, considering we did just have a catalog launch. But the new part of that is that it is not just a spring and summer catalog, meaning for 6 months. It is our first ever annual catalog. And so we will have this for about a year. And I think that's really exciting because we can look forward to more limited time only options and more collections in the future, but we can literally sit and hang out and really get used to this beautiful catalog, get our customers excited about it, and have like this resource available to us to really sink our teeth into. And so this is just the perfect time to like lock in. Okay. And we're going to walk through what that looks like, what we feel like are the actual tangible steps for moving forward in your business and creating a business that is actually building something and blooming in different ways. And, we've talked in recent past about like what our businesses have looked like and stuff, but make no mistake, we're excited about this season and excited about what's to come. And so these are just things that we've put together that we thought would be good points for you to take note of and to be working on in your business. And so we've broken it down into three different sections, obviously keeping in theme with like blooming and flowers, right? And that whole process of planting something and then watering something and then watching it bloom. And so the three parts are seeds, watering, and blooming. Okay. So if you're a gardener, I hope this resonates with you. If you have a black thumb like myself, the watering part is where I completely check out. But we're going to try to stay connected here, and we're going to um, try to run our business in the right direction, right? So I think I can handle the watering that comes with our business. It's just the plants that I can't keep alive. So I'm going to kick it off with seeds. Okay. So these are things that we have right now. We have right now that if we were to plant and we were to take care of and put in the right soil, with the other steps, this will help create a healthy, thriving business. Okay. And there is no real like time frame on this. Okay. We're not talking about just like seasonally. This is just things that you're doing in your business that you can start doing today, tomorrow, and then continue to nurture throughout the foreseeable future, and that we believe will create a blooming, thriving business. Okay. So obviously we kind of touched on this in the beginning in housekeeping, but we've got a new catalog, right? And this new catalog obviously comes with new things, since he has created a rebrand event, where I like to describe it as kind of a grow up, since he's grown up into a more elevated uh, professional sense. I feel like it's like a not serious in a negative way, but it's like, oh, okay, no, actually, we are helping people create spaces that feel like we're in our 30s, or that feel like we're a little bit older and a little bit more mature, and creating homes and spaces where it fits with what we're seeing trending, what we're seeing people want to decorate their home as. And so since he's really caught on to that, and I think that they've captured it so well in this catalog, and so I think that flipping through whether something is exactly your style or a little bit your style, or you're finding that you're more drawn to the older stuff, there is literally something for everybody in this catalog, which is really beautiful. And for the first time, I feel like I can actually be like, yes, there is something for everybody, and there is a good variety of things, and you can mix and match. And to me, that just screams opportunity to have conversations with literally everybody you know, right? Because there is going to be something in this catalog, along with scents. We only have 3 new scents. And so to me, with this catalog being smaller, with a more simplified collections tab, with a more simplified look, there's not so much fluff in this catalog. Scentsy's also really honing in on their one of their values, which is simplicity. Okay. And I think that we can all lean into that with our businesses this season, is recognizing that simplicity works. Okay. Making things more difficult or making things more complicated for ourselves just tends to burn us out. And I think Scentsy just um, really wants to help us take a deep breath and be able to focus our intentions really well, and focus on what works, right? And so when we have smaller collections, when we have a more intentional focus on the brand that we're trying to build or the image we're trying to portray, I think that we see a greater success, and Scentsy also sees that in us. And so, in short, the catalog is going to be your best friend this season. And it's something that you can continue to go back to. And even though it is simplified, and even though it is smaller than previous catalogs, there is no shortage of talking points, reasons to reach out, reasons to get excited about your business. And so that is top tier, number one. This catalog, your website, is the place to live, and to really go back to if you're feeling stuck or inspired, or no matter what, right? You can always go back to there. Another seed, obviously, that we have access to right now is the other part of this business, which is, number one is the selling of things. But then potentially, not everybody feels this way, but potentially growing a team, right? Building. We don't just plant one seed. And so if you want a blooming, thriving business, that might and probably does include growing a team and spreading those seeds widespread to get the most harvest. And who doesn't need the blessing of extra income in this economy, to be completely honest, right? And so we have access to these really amazing starter kits. And like Alexx mentioned earlier, we now have access to the most affordable starter kit I think we've ever had, which is the $9 Smart Start. And so it's a fully digital kit, $9. It's less than your PWS every month. And I don't know anybody who can't spare $9 at the possibility of being able to make that back through instant pay and through just sharing fragrance with their people. And so that in and itself is a great opportunity to have conversations with people and to reach out to people who you see Scentsy could meet a need for them. And obviously these conversations never stop no matter what season we're in. But again, going back to the spring conversation, this is a period of time where people are cleaning out things and they're starting new things, and wanting to refresh, and they're feeling more alive, and people are getting out. And so that might be the opportunity that this might be the opportunity they need to try something new, to do something different, to add extra income, for whatever degree that they need. And so don't stop offering, or start offering Scentsy as an avenue for them to fit it into their life and potentially earn extra income, right? And these starter kits, there's a wide variety, the $9 Smart Start to beautiful rebranded kits at different price points. And so there is something for everybody that hits every price point, and that also hits every type of person you may be encountering, going from, the influencer who just wants the digital option to be able to throw their link out, or you have the person who might want to build the business and get the $99 kit and get all of the products and all of the things. There's literally something to offer for everybody. And so taking a look at those starter kits and really getting familiar with them, is having that seed that could produce so much. And even if it is just one person that latches on, that seed could literally spread to so many other people, because if they go and recruit two people and then they go recruit two people, your harvest has just grown by so much. And so don't discount the one or two or five people that you bring on in the next 6 months. You have no idea how big of a game changer that can be. And so planting the seeds, obviously, we talk about that a lot with recruiting, but don't be afraid to utilize the tools that you have to have those conversations and to plant those seeds in a sponsoring aspect. Um, the next thing is our limited time offers, which, I think this month we don't have as many. And I think that that's a really smart idea because we have a new catalog. We have the best offer happening right now, which is a catalog full of beautiful things. And so, but I don't want to discount how amazing our limited time offers can be. And so, not being afraid to share those, one, recognizing that that's just icing on top. We've talked about this from the very beginning of time with Scentsy that we've been here, is that the limited time offers that Scentsy brings out is extra and should be an additional opportunity for your business and not the whole thing, right? We shouldn't just be relying on limited time offers to have conversations or to reach out to people, but that is an extra seed at your disposal to be able to reach out to a certain group of people with a Disney collection, or a Star Wars collection, or whatever it may be. That's just another opportunity. And so do not pass up the chance to have conversations with people and utilize that resource that Scentsy is giving you, because that's literally what the limited time offers are for, right? That's why Scentsy brings those out. That's why Scentsy produces those, is so that we can reach a different audience. And so utilize that to the best of your ability, but recognize it as a gift, as an extra to your business. And then the last seed that I have for you is our new rebranded, I guess, scent and warmer of the month, which is the consultant perk that we can get half a month early. But we have rebranded it as the monthly edit. And so each month it's not going to just be one warmer or one wax bar. It's going to be kind of a collection, a themed collection that Scentsy pulls out. And again, it's kind of tied to the limited time offer because it is all while supplies last. But the awesome part about that is that we're not limited to this one warmer and this one scent to talk about. And if it's not somebody's vibe, then okay, conversation's over. For instance, this month, it's like we have 3 warmers and 3 bars, I think, 3 or 5 bars that you have the opportunity to talk about. So it's like maybe this person doesn't love this warmer, but there is a similar warmer that fits the same theme or the same vibe that might hit somebody differently. And so this rebrand of the warmer and scent of the month, I think, is a really, really cool way to expose more of our Scentsy bread and butter, right? Wax and warmers to more people, and to continue to have conversations about our bread and butter. Like this is where it's at for Scentsy. And I love that they've done the warmer and scent of the month, because that is the foundation of this business, is those two things. So make no mistake, with all the cool things that Scentsy has, like the Scentsy Solo and stuff, like that is all incredible. And I love that we're branching out because, again, it's hitting different markets, but the wax and warmers are still what has drawn people in and will continue to draw people in. And so I just want you guys to utilize that to the best of your ability. So whether that's opting into the scent and warmer of the month, or now getting the flyers that are available to us, or just sharing it consistently with your people, and with the people that you meet. that is a seed for you to be able to not only have more conversations with your customers or to your networking, but also it's a really cool selling option for potential new people in your circle that you're trying to recruit. So those are the seeds that I have for you to be able to share and plant. And then Alexx is going to talk about how you're going to water them.
Awesome. Okay. Thanks, Bree. I think that's so good. Happy Dream Team Chat. Happy March. Happy new catalog season. Happy annual catalog season. I'm super excited for the new rebrand with Scentsy. I feel like I've been waiting a long time for it, and now it's finally here. And I'm just soaking in it and really enjoying the changes that Scentsy has made. It's really invigorated me. I'm starting to see my customers get more engaged and excited. And I think it's just really coming together beautifully. Bree was chatting about the seeds or the tools that we have available in our business and how we can use them. And so I want to talk about how you can continue to like water your current business, what you can be focusing on that is in your control right here, right in front of you right now. And it's really short and simple and to the point, really. And I really love kind of everything that Scentsy has done with their rebrand has really truly aligned with their core values. They have gone way back to simplicity. Their authenticity core value has never wavered. They are a very authentic company. I love that they allow consultants to be authentic in their generosity as well. And so pairing all of these actions and tools and opportunities to the core values, along with everything you're doing in your business, I promise you it's going to set you up for more success. If you feel like things are getting more complicated or more overwhelming, that's really a good indicator to just step back and simplify things. It doesn't mean you have to burn everything down. It doesn't mean what you're doing is wrong or bad. You just have to change things up, okay? At the core, though, we have to be tending to our current customers, our current business. If we're not tending to it, if we're not watering these seeds, if we are not tending to our garden, then it's going to die. It's going to just get covered in weeds and it's just going to die. And so it's very important that we tend to our business. And so quite simply, it is being in contact, sharing fragrance, okay? And so some very simple, tangible ways that you can do this in your business this season and going forward is going to be following up with your customers, okay? This is a hill Bree and I die on. It is truly foundational to your business to check in with your customers. You cannot rely on your customers to reach out to you to give you their order. It's too difficult. Okay, of course, you're going to have some customers who know they need their thing, right? But most of the customers are going to go off of what's easy, what's quickest, and what is just like the most instant gratification. And so the best thing that we can do for our customers is to reach out and offer something, okay? Utilize the Scentsy Connect app, okay? This is something I started doing last month. I told myself, okay, I can spend 5 minutes a day in this app, okay? I spent some time in the car when I was being a passenger princess. That never happens anymore. So I was utilizing my time to redo my templates on my Scentsy Connect app. And so now when I get a notification that an order was delivered, I hop in there and I send my template. If I get a notification that I got an order, I hop in there and I send my template. I'm checking in with my customers better. I'm using the promotion tab on the Scentsy Connect to follow up with my customers. You can now send emails. You can do things in bulk like that. Scentsy Connect app is really cool and it's free. It's a free resource available to every one of us. So log in with your workstation, turn on the notifications once a day at a certain time that you feel like you'll have 5 minutes to sit and send out some text messages. Set up some templates and make that a part of your everyday business, okay? Scentsy Connect is vital, or not even just Scentsy Connect, but following up with your customers is vital to a sustainable business, okay? If you're not following up with your customers, they're gonna grab a bar of wax or a candle at Target or Walmart when they're shopping because that's easier and quickest. But if you are messaging them saying, hey, I saw this and I thought of you, I have an order closing, or here's my link, you're making it easier for them, okay? So make sure you're checking in with your customers. It is the best way to continue to nourish your business and nourish those customer relationships, get follow-up orders, etc. There's crazy stats around following up, and possibly it's even changed since we got these stats, but basically like 1 in every 10 people will like even reply to you, okay? Not because they don't want Scentsy, not because they hate Scentsy, not because they hate you, but life is busy and it's all about opportunity. They also say that it usually takes about 6 times to follow up with the customer before they make an additional purchase. Okay. How many of you, myself included, can agree that we give up before that sixth reach out? Okay. I know for sure that if I'm not getting a reply after 2 or 3 times, I'm getting a little discouraged. And next time I see their name, I'm like, never mind. I'll just wait for them to come to me. But what I have learned in my almost 11 years in the Scentsy business is that you keep reaching out until they say no, until they say, do not talk to me anymore. Don't message me again. Okay. Because it is all about opportunity. When you're messaging them, maybe they're going through a financial crisis and that Scentsy is the literal last thing in their budget. Okay. Maybe they're super busy. Maybe they are sick, right? You never know what anyone's going through. Never take it personally. Okay. Just keep following up. When you see them on your follow-up list, follow up. When you think about them, follow up. If you see a product that you think of them, follow up with them. Okay. It makes you a good consultant to follow up. So we need to be following up to nourish our current business. Okay. What else am I talking about? Okay. This one is important to your Scentsy business, and also people have moved away from it. And this is events and parties. Okay. And I just want to encourage you guys to rethink events and parties. Okay. Events are pretty standard, right? Like a spring thing at a church or at a craft show, events in the fall and winter, craft markets, things like that. Those are absolutely incredible. You can find local opportunities to set up a $20 or $30 booth, show up with your starter kit items, and just network in your local community. That is such an amazing way to continue networking, nourish your current business, get your name out there, right? And then parties. I really want to encourage you guys to rethink how we're doing parties. Scentsy is going really hard on these personal shopping links, and I think we just need to step into that completely. Okay. It's a really easy way for your customers to get basically a referral link that they're sharing with their people. Their people are placing orders and they're racking up free and half off Scentsy. This should not be new news to anyone. However, with Scentsy's rebrand, they're making it so easy. They are creating basically self-serve party links. Okay. You can just submit your request for a party link and then you get the notification for it. It's literally incredible. Scentsy makes it very clear how it works. They're advertising it all over their website. When you're checking out, you have the option to earn it for free. Like Scentsy is really, really working this referral link, party link, and we should too. Okay, so you can offer this to your best customer. Say, hey, I went ahead and set you up a party link for our new annual catalog. You can feel free to shop from your party link and share this with your friends and family as well. You know, every order that you get helps build up to free and half off Scentsy credit, right? And then you check in when you have occasional LTOs or when that monthly edit looks right up their alley. You encourage them to maybe share their Scentsy warmer with the link that you set up for them, right? You can really recreate parties to where they're kind of working for you in the background. Of course, side note, you're going to have to be host coaching this the host of your party. You should be checking in. You should be letting them know what specials are going on or how their party is doing, any orders they get, you know, follow up with any orders that you do get from the party. But what an amazing way to treat your customers to some free and half off Scentsy, the ultimate customer service experience, maybe give them an idea of what it would be like to be a Scentsy consultant. And then not to mention, you're possibly getting new customers and referrals from that too. Okay. So partying is going to be a really great way to keep your business alive, to keep your business flowing, to keep excitement going, to keep your customers engaged, right? And there are so many ways. I could go into a million different ways that you could be having parties. Get creative. Whatever sounds fun to you, make it a Scentsy party. Like literally just whatever idea you have, you could do that as a party. Okay. I personally do open houses. I do them twice a year. Probably I'll continue doing them twice a year with the annual catalog, where I just invite my local customers over and we smell stuff and we have snacks and they order. And it's just quite literally that simple. And so you don't have to be super complicated or make things hard to have a party or even do an event. I see, Lisa, you have an event this month too. So I think, oh, and Tanya, both on the same day. So, you know, 'tis the season to just go out there and come what may. You're out there, you're networking, you're sharing Scentsy. People are going to be attracted because it smells good and it's gorgeous. So yeah, just put yourself out there. It's an amazing way to continue nourishing your business. And then last up for my watering point, a great way to be watering your business. And this is a really good one. And this is simply social media engagement. Okay. And I'm not just simply talking engage with people all about Scentsy. Yes, I think that we should be posting Scentsy. We should be sharing what we're loving, sharing what we're using, sharing deals. Of course, like we're Scentsy consultants and we should be getting the news to our customers in some way. And Facebook or Instagram, TikTok, whatever your social media platform is an amazing, incredible way to spread the Scentsy news. Especially if you can do it in a relatable, not super like sales girl type of way. If you can find a way to bring Scentsy into your everyday life and share that on social media, I think that is incredible. I think it definitely gets eyes on your business, your products, the opportunity, things like that. So of course, don't stop doing that. But of course, you want to be sprinkling in your own personality, your own feelings and emotions outside of just Scentsy alone. So just be sure you're connecting with your people on social media. If you see a friend, it got a new job, comment on there and congratulate them. Send them a message and ask them how things are going. If someone's going through a tough time, maybe send them a note that you're thinking of them. It doesn't have to be all Scentsy, and I would really encourage you for it to not be, right? Like we sell Scentsy, we are Scentsy consultants, but we are big, complex humans outside of that Scentsy part of us. And we can connect with people on so many different areas. And of course, Scentsy, we want, people to buy Scentsy and we want people to enjoy Scentsy. But you can trust that just by connecting with people and finding people that vibe with you, the Scentsy piece will come. They'll be naturally curious because you're sharing it, you're loving it, you're using it. And at some point, of course, you can offer it from there. But don't underestimate the value of nourishing connections and relationships in this digital space, even outside of Scentsy, and trusting that it will still support your business in the long run. I think that network marketing is just as much about networking as like high corporate jobs. Okay. Like we have to become experts at the gib for gab, chit chatting with people, making small talk, being personable, being likable. It is a skill that can be mastered. You can get better at public speaking. You can get better at connecting with people. You can get better at making small talk. And so I think that learning how to network well, learning how to just chit chat back and forth with people will really serve you well in your business. It will give you confidence to sell better. It will give you confidence to be able to offer something with confidence, right? Like instead of saying, "Oh yeah, you should join," and then kind of shrinking into that and being like, "Oh no, never mind. You're good." You'll have the confidence to stand 10 toes down on that. So I just want to encourage you guys to be building those networks and those connections online, in your local community, with your school, the moms at your kids' schools. These are all amazing, amazing opportunities for you to water your current business, get people involved in your current business, get your customers excited and engaged in your current business. But at the end of the day, it comes back to, what are you going to do? How are you going to put the focus and effort into your business to keep it going, right? Okay. And then lastly, my last topic here is we're talking about your business in bloom for this upcoming annual catalog. We're going to talk about blooming. That's growing and that's expanding. I know I'm in a season where I am very intentionally needing to expand. And that is both in my current customer base, meaning I need to really touch base with them more, connect with them more, engage with them more. And also I have to expand to new business, new customers. And really, I think we all do. If we are not searching for new customers all the time, then we are just recycling our current group of customers that will eventually, as we say, get Scentsied out. People can only have so many new warmers. People can only buy so many 6-packs of bars. People can only buy so many washer whiffs in 1 month. Right? And so if your regular customers are tapped out, or they don't need any this month, or they're busy and have things going on, then you're out of customers, right? And so it should always be a goal to be moving your business forward and doing things that are getting you more customers. So we like to call this front loading. It's where you look at your calendar and you put things on your calendar that are going to help you grow your business. Things like parties, shopping links, events, open houses, networking events, an hour scheduled for following up, right? These these tasks are going to help you get new customers, which is essential to our business. Okay. And so there are so many ways to get new customers. I could, that could be a whole dream team chat in and of itself. But just know, like, that is the ultimate goal with your business, is to be expanding into new reaches. So network with your current customers, put together a grab bag for a coworker to take home for the weekend, lend your testers to a neighbor, ask the PTA person at your kid's school if you can send home a flyer and do a fundraiser, right? There are a million different ways to get new customers, and that's really going to be up to how you want to run your business and what you're comfortable doing or what you're comfortable stretching to do. But it's no doubt that that is a very important part of growing your business and building it bigger, blooming into a new season. And so for me personally, I'm focusing on personal referrals. So like when my customers are giving me an order, I'm asking them, do you have any neighbors or friends that also want to order on this to save on shipping? Okay. So I'm just asking, hey, while you're giving me this order, do you know anyone else that wants to order with you? And I can deliver it all at the same time. Okay. So I'm asking for referrals. I'm setting up shopping links and host coaching really well. Okay. And then I am looking for opportunities to do party links wherever I can. Did I just say that? I think I just said that. But what I'm doing though is I'm setting them up for my customers, and especially any newer customers. So if I'm getting a new customer, I want to get into your friend group and wine and dine your friends too. I want your friends to experience what you're experiencing. And so I'm going to set you up a shopping link. I'm going to host coach like crazy to get you to send that out to your friends, share it on your social media, right? If you have friends that are willing to get together for a girls' night, that's a great way to meet some new customers. Go to their house, bring a bottle of wine and your fragrance, and have a fun girls' night. I'm telling you, 'tis the season for girls' nights. Girls' nights are back. And so if you can just like get a few girlfriends together for some girls' nights, invite some neighbors, their besties, you've got yourself a great opportunity to get some amazing new customers, like a fragrance flower night. That would be so fun right now. I feel like it's all the rage. So, think outside the box. Do something that would be fun for you to expand and get new customers. There's a million different ways, but no doubt it is a necessity to growing your business. So my goal is always a few new customers a month. If I can get 5 new customers a month, that is a win. Because if you're looking at a whole year, that's 60 new customers in a year. That's 60 new recurring people that then you can grow and get referrals from them, new customers from them, parties with them, and opportunities for teammates with them. And so just have a goal to meet some new customers, and then come up with your own personal game plan on how you want to try to do that. And of course, you can adjust as you go. You can change things up. You can try new things, but getting new customers is going to be essential to growing your business. Okay. And now let's talk about your loyal customers. Okay. Because new customers and loyal customers, those are two totally different things. Okay. I know when I say loyal customer, I have about 7 to 10 customers that pop right into my head. They love me. I love them. We have a good thing going. Okay. I know Bree can say the same thing. She has some just pretty amazing customers, and I'm sure that you guys do too. That's the cool thing about Scentsy. I think Scentsy consultants realize this. Your customers love Scentsy, and you have certain customers that really love Scentsy. And then you mix in you into the mix, and they love you too. It is the perfect combo for like a lifelong customer. For as long as you're doing Scentsy, these people are going to be supporting your business. Okay. It doesn't always stay at the same stamina, right? Because sometimes life happens. Like I have a best customer, she just retired. And so now she's on a different budget. And so now instead of 3 Scentsy clubs, she has 2. Right. And so instead of ordering every limited edition buddy, she orders maybe 5 a year instead of every single one. Right. She has slowed down on her orders. She has also learned how Scentsy Club works. So she works the heck out of Scentsy Club to adjust what she wants on her orders. It's worked out really well. And I just want to tell you, these customers truly become like a guiding point in your business, because you will always land back on feeling so grateful for them, being so happy that they're your customer. It will rejuvenate your business when you're tired. Having a loyal customer is a true gift, okay? And so I think it's super important that you recognize that every customer has the opportunity to become that. And actually, you play a huge role in it. Of course, you can't control that, but you play a huge role in it in the way that you show up and the customer service that you give, the time and empathy that you give them. And I'm not saying it has to be crazy time or crazy empathy, okay? These can happen on micro levels, but consistently done over time, right? These are the customers that you are trying to get. Okay, your loyal customers will help you stand the test of time when you are in growing seasons, rebuilding seasons, burnout seasons. Your loyal customers are gonna be what keeps you going. And so your goal is to find those loyal customers, create those loyal customers with your customer service, with your consistency. Okay, it is a gift to them as much as it is a gift to you for this relationship, for you to have this loyal relationship with this customer. And so wine and dine your loyal customers. And if you see someone who is really loving Scentsy, going on the website and knows about all these things before they launch, if they are asking questions about party rewards and different things, you know you've got a good customer right there. If your customer is in the know of the Scentsy stuff in the ways that a consultant is, you know that you've got a loyal customer budding, and you just feed into that, okay? Loyal customers also sometimes, not always, turn into the best teammates, okay? Because they know their stuff, they love their products, they understand how the party reward system works, they've been watching you work your business, okay? Sometimes a loyal customer can become the best teammate ever, okay? And so of course that becomes an opportunity there too. And also, let me say the caveat here. Sometimes loyal customers are best as loyal customers. Sometimes you get the best relationship and the most value and rewards of emotional and out of your business by keeping your loyal customer a loyal customer and wining and dining them, because sometimes they just want that and they don't want the business thing. And so it's important to ask good questions, right? If they do join, allow them the opportunity to go back to a customer if they are not enjoying themselves, right? Because you don't want to lose that opportunity. You don't want them to join and then it not work and then they're not a good customer anymore, right? And so of course, don't let that stop you from trying to recruit them. Ask them good questions, but just also know that if you have an amazing customer and they're like, no, I'm not interested in that, that is okay. It is absolutely okay. You just keep being their consultant and you be the best consultant ever. Those loyal customers are truly the bread and butter of your business. And so the best way to keep your business thriving, feed into them, love on them well, and then try to make every customer that. And it's not going to happen. Not every customer is going to be that. But if you're trying to do that, if that is the experience you're giving all of your customers, you guarantee you're going to land on some really sticky customers that just truly fall in love with you. And I'm sure every one of you guys on here have customers like that already. Okay. And then not lastly, but almost lastly, and I talked about it a lot there, consistency. Okay. Consistency is a huge gift that you can give your business. And Bree and I say it, we joke, it should be tattooed on our head. We have learned that consistency is going to be what keeps you here year after year, because you're going to have bad months. You might even have bad years, okay? But if you can remain at some level of consistency in your business, then your business will always be there and always be ready for you to pick it up or pace down for you, but it will be there for you. And I know for sure that has been my experience, because I've had like quite a bit of a season in my Scentsy journey in the last, I'd say year and a half, where my consistency levels have had to change. But what I tell you is my customers have always been my priority, and I have always remained a level of consistency to my customers that it has served me well, even in seasons of burnout or difficult times, okay? Consistency, you're allowed to change how you show up to your business. Absolutely. You are the business owner of your business. And if you don't want to work your business for 8 hours a day, then dang well, you don't have to. You can bump that down to 8 minutes a day if you wanted to. Whatever your level of consistency is up to you. And that's your choice. I would just say stick to it. Hold yourself accountable. For me, I have to put myself at a very low base level, and anything I can add on to that is good, right? So for me, I'm trying to do my 5 minutes of my Cincy Connect every single day. I'm trying to send out at least one customer email a month now because I'm way too busy and I don't want to bite off more than I can chew. Anything more than that is perfectly great. I'm trying to post on my social media about Cincy a few times a week, and that's going to be okay. That keeps my business going. It keeps Cincy on the forefront. People know that I sell Cincy. People know if they need Cincy, they can come to me. I'm doing my follow-ups. I'm touching base with my customers. I'm doing these trainings, right? So my level of consistency has certainly changed over the years, but it has never faltered, and that has served me very well in my Cincy business. Even though my business looks different than it once did, it is still successful and it is still growing because of consistency. And I know Bree can say the same, as well as many other seasoned Cincy consultants. Consistency is the secret sauce. There's no magic thing we could tell you to do. It's just show up. Show up for yourself, show up for your business. Of course, sprinkle in the resources and opportunities that Cincy has for you, but you have to be consistent to find growth in this business, certainly, but even to find stability in this business, you have to commit to some level of consistency. Whether, like I say, that's 5 minutes a day or 5 hours, that's totally up to you, but consistency is going to be super important as you're growing your business and certainly maintaining it too. Okay, and lastly, I want to talk about new teammates. Bree talked about this a little bit. We have some amazing new starter kits. I chatted about it at the beginning as well. Cincy is really recognizing that people want to join for different reasons. People at different budgets want to join. And so they're giving us the opportunity to reach out to so many different demographics of people in different seasons of their life, people with different budgets available to start a business. And from $9 to, was it 99 was the highest, or was it 199 now? We have options everywhere in between. Okay. And then we have additional add-ons to that, right? So we have options for our teammates to join us, and them joining us allows them to have the opportunity to experience all the amazing things that we do. Their home's going to smell amazing. They're going to be able to network with their friends and family. They're going to be able to bring in a little bit of extra income. They're going to have their own little business. Like, they get a little slice of the pie, and that's really exciting. And it's really exciting that we have the opportunity to offer that to people. And so I think it's very important as we go into this rebrand, as we go into all of these new tools and opportunities and incentives and promotions and things, that we really recognize like what a gift this can be, and for many different angles and reasons that someone would love a Cincy business, and that we have the tool to offer that to them. Okay, so you guys, in your follow-ups, just say, have you ever thought about being a Cincy consultant? You order with me, every other month, and you spend over $50. You could join with this $9 starter kit and open a party and be racking up your rewards and getting paid back on your purchases, right? It's just an offer. The more you ask, the more opportunity you are getting to get a reply. And if it's a no, that's okay. It's usually a not right now. People are not often going to tell you, no, I don't want to join Cincy. Don't ever ask me again. Or, no, that was so offensive. Why would you ever think of me? No one's ever said that to me. Quite literally, in my 11 years, no one has ever said to me, don't ask me to join again. Okay? No one. It's usually, oh, I'm scared. Oh, I don't have time. Oh, I could never do that. Oh, no, I'm not really that interested. No, I don't want to do that. Okay. But no one has ever said, don't ever ask me that again. That was super rude of you to ask me. Okay. And in fact, these same people that I have asked have turned back around and ordered with me again, have turned back around and hosted parties with me, have turned around and given me referrals. And guess what else? They've turned around and joined. I, at one point, had a list of people that I have asked to join this business. And by the time I found it, that list was maybe like 5 or 6 years old. And I just went down the list and I just highlighted everyone that ended up joining. And let me tell you, that list probably had maybe 150 names on it, and highlighted maybe 30, maybe 40 people had joined. Okay. So just because you ask them and they say no does not mean that they'll never want to join again. So in this season of rebuilding, I would say go back to everyone that you have previously asked. Everyone, every single person that you've previously asked, and let them know, hey, since he just rebranded, it is an absolutely gorgeous new catalog. I'm going to send you the link so you can browse it. I want you to see how gorgeous it is. And also, I would seriously love to do this with you. You can join for as little as $9 and you get so many amazing discounted kits if you wanted to shop with them. And also, if you sell $500 in your first 15 days, you're going to get a kit worth $300 worth of Scentsy completely free. You're following up, you're sending your link, you're offering something. They can land wherever they want in that. They could order off, they could say, thank you so much. They could order off your site, they could join, right? They could become your next superstar director. You just don't know unless you ask. And so I would really encourage you guys in this new season, if you are wanting your business to grow, if you are wanting to step into leadership, if you are wanting to see, what is possible by growing a team, by helping other people reach their goals, if you are wanting to get back to a season of like growth and stamina, I highly recommend revisiting everyone you've talked to about joining in the past. Don't focus so much on finding new people. Of course, find new people to join. But I would start with like finding customers, okay? And let that bloom and then ask them. I personally would start by revisiting everyone you've ever talked to. If you don't have a list, you can go into your Facebook Messenger and say, type in join Scentsy and pull up a list of everyone that you've ever said join Scentsy to. Same with your text messages, okay? Go through your list and touch base with the people that you've past talked to. Go touch base with the past Scentsy consultants and see if they want to come back. Okay, we have such an opportunity with this rebrand to grow our teams. And I really think like when we think right now, and I need to grow my team, I don't know anyone. You do know people and you've talked to people before about it, but we just let it go because we don't want to bug them, or they said no, or they weren't interested, right? But I mean, I'm not interested in Scentsy things one month and the next month I'm obsessed with another Scentsy thing. Okay. So, like opinions change just like underwear. So revisit the situation, be a good consultant and follow up. Hey, I was just thinking about you. Our new catalog is gorgeous and I think that you should come do this with me. No pressure. You're not promising that she's going to quit her job and retire her husband. Okay. You're just saying, come have fun. We have so many new amazing things for consultants to take advantage of. Bree was mentioning instant pay, the monthly edit, the bundles, the coupons, like it's insane. I kind of wish I could join as a new consultant right now and just like soak up all of the new consultant goodness. And so we have such an amazing opportunity at our hands. And so if leadership is something that you are wanting or wanting to develop more or wanting to rebrand yourself, because that's kind of where I am. If that is what you're wanting, it is at your fingertips and you have the opportunity to do that. But again, it's going to be what you do with it. And so my experience, I've been in business almost 11 years. Use what you have. Use your current customer base. Offer it to your current customer base. And then when you have new teamies, guide them in a way that's going to benefit them. Let's like ditch all of the training, new consultant training that like you think is best for them and just start with like what they're wanting out of their business and align them with that. Since he has the tools, since he has the products to get them where they want to go, we just have to give them that path, right? And in doing that, you guys, if we get 1 or 2 new teammates this month, maybe one next month, maybe one the month later, you guys, your business looks totally different 6 months from now. Even like me, I have a team. I have a lot of people on my team. 5 or 6 new teammates 6 months from now can make my business look completely different than it is right now with a big team, with an established business. Okay. You are one teammate away from a completely different business. Bree was that for me. Mandy was that for me. Chantel was that for me. I know Tammy was that for Bree. Okay. You are one consultant away from a totally different business, and you just don't know until you're in there. Until you're in there and it's happening. And you won't know until you recruit that person, until you get in there and it gets happening. And you'll have some duds. You'll have some people who you think are going to just like totally take off and run, and they don't. And that's normal. And that's literally, that is so normal. It's more normal than not. Okay. But you just need the one to just totally change everything. And it will completely change the way you think about your business, and it will motivate you to find that next one. So if that's the season you're in, it's right at your fingertips. You just kind of have to go for it. Okay. So that's what I have. We've got the seeds, we've got the watering, and we've got the blooming. It's going to be an amazing season.